Guys, welcome back to another episode here at fullthrottlehouston.com. It's your boy Slice of Bryce, and we are having another special guest on our podcast. Guys, welcome to the podcast, man. Drip City Rugz. We got Mr.
Bobby.
And
Joe.
Joe, what's up, Joe and Bobby, guys?
Yes,
Thanks
sir.
for coming out here
Thank
today.
you for having us. Appreciate it.
You know, I actually got introduced to you guys by one of my good friends, Anthony, who was on the show previously on a previous week, and he told me I needed to reach out to you guys and have you guys on here because you guys have so much more insight to the Houston pop-up culture. We'll talk about that first, right? We'll talk about Houston pop-up culture, but let's tell everybody a little about your guys' band, Drip City Rugz. How long you guys been around, and what's your story?
We're in probably about a good little year and a half.
Give or take, pushing about a year and a half.
And it's both of us.
Pretty much brothers, best friends, really. You know, grew a bigger bond and went into business together.
Okay. What inspired you guys to start Drip City Rugz?
More or less looking at YouTube videos, you know, and then we started talking. Me and him started talking, and then all of a sudden I just made the move to get the first gun. So, you know, the first
so we were watching videos and just, you know, it was something that caught our eye, really, you know. Hey, that's dope. Damn, that looks bad. You know what I'm saying? That looks cool. We could make that, you know. And like you said, he bought the first gun. And
you guys keep saying a gun. What does this gun look like?
So it's a tufting gun. We actually got, you know, a quick little picture on it.
Okay.
It's more of a silhouette picture, but it's the same way. You know, you run
it looks
the
like a
yarn
giant sewing machine.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much, right? A big old sewing machine.
A big handheld sewing machine, yeah, you could call it. I mean, you put the yarn through it, and there's a couple different kinds. There's a cut pile and a loop pile. So the loop pile, it kind of loops it back around the yarn once it pushes it through, and you're using the same yarn. The cut pile, it shoots it through two sides, and it cuts it. You know, it starts a whole new strand.
Gotcha.
So it's a couple different styles that's out there that you could do, depending what you're looking for, what you're wanting your work to look like, you know. So it all depends what kind of work you want to throw.
So you guys are artists, right? That's what I'm getting here is that you guys are artists that actually put foresight into it. You guys are making stuff for people's brands. You're making stuff for other people to sell at pop-ups, right? So tell me a little bit about the pop-up culture, because I know that a lot of times people hear about pop-ups, like what's a pop-up, what's this? But it's all geared towards different communities, right? You have a pop-up for smoke stuff, you have pop-ups for sneaker stuff, you have pop-ups for hip-hop vintage flea market, you have these different pop-ups that are around town, things that happen at different breweries. Tell me a little bit about your story about how you guys got involved in doing pop-ups.
Man, honestly, I mean, you know, like he said, we got the gun, we started working. At first, I mean, I guess you could say it was more of a hobby.
Okay.
Hey, let's make some stuff and, you know, let's see what people think about it. Well, people started liking it. You know, we started hearing people, hey, y'all need to do a pop-up. You know, y'all need to do a pop-up. And, I mean, first time we were blank-minded. Well, what's a pop-up? What is that?
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And, well, you got to go pay, and you pay these people, and you can go to a market and pretty much sell your stuff with a whole bunch of other local vendors. Okay, well, you know, pretty cool, but you got to pay. Dang, like, how beneficial could it really be?
Yeah.
And actually, our first pop-up, we went out there and we paid our fee and we sold out. So
First shop,
man.
That's awesome. That's
blank-minded, didn't know what was going on, didn't know nobody out there. You know, we new to the scene, got there confused as can be. You know, didn't know where to go, didn't know who to talk to. Everybody's out there setting up. You know, it's normal to them, and here we are walking in. You know, looking sore as can be, you know, not knowing nobody. And, hey, well, what do we do? You know, well, y'all are going to be right here. Yeah, they're like, y'all are going to be right here.
You wanted to buy that? I didn't know if you'd want to buy it. If you want to buy it, all right, you can buy it.
Yeah. And, I mean, it's crazy because, you know, after that, I mean, we set up, got all our stuff out there, and, I mean, it drew a bigger crowd than what we thought. You know what I mean? I mean, we didn't think we were going to get the love, the attention that we got. And, you know, it's funny because a lot of people would come up to us, oh, yeah, that's like on TikTok.
Yeah.
Well, that's what got us to do it, you know what I'm saying? And it's funny, now we tell people, yeah, you know, like the people on TikTok, oh, yeah, I watch those videos all the time. Well, that's what we do.
That's so
everything you're watching, that's what we do. So our videos, you know, well, like I said on TikTok, they're out there. You know, you kind of got to look them up. We're just getting into the whole TikTok level, but all that's coming with it, so.
What are the basic supplies that you may need to set up for a pop-up?
For sure, tent, table cover.
Table, okay.
You don't ever want to have your table just plain Jane out there. You want to have it covered up, you know, make it look nice, make it look more suitable to, you know, have a station set up. And I mean, over everything, the rugs, you know, the product. We gotta have product out there. You don't have product, what are you gonna go out there and sell? What are you gonna go out there and advertise?
Right.
So I mean, tent, table, table cover, and whatever your inventory is, you know, and honestly, a strong hustle.
A strong hustle.
So, yeah, you got to be out there and hustle your stuff out.
Who do you feel is your number one customer when you're out there? Are they other businesses? Are they just people out there just chilling, or
just everybody? Everybody.
Yeah, I mean,
honestly, everybody.
To say number one customer, it's hard to say. You know, you could have somebody owning a business that really wants it, or he could even own a business that want it for a family thing. You know what I mean? So you could say it's a business owner, but he may not use it for a business, you know what I'm saying? Or you could say it's somebody just regular, or, we've done plenty of designs for I guess dispensaries out here. We're not really on the legal terms, but, in the medical field as well, and, all different types of designs. So, you know what I'm saying? You may want a picture. And
you brought some examples with you.
We got a couple
Let's go through those real quick.
So this one right here is a Scritchin.
Okay.
DJ Scritchin. If
DJ
y'all
Scritchin.
follow him, if not, follow him every Tuesday. He goes live. He does DJing, all types of DJing, DJ screw, whatever you want. He goes live to play it out. These are more of some smaller keyboard computer rugs.
Okay.
Put them right in front of your keyboard. Lay your wrist on them. Type whatever you want to do with it. Whenever you're done with your work, put it right back on top of your keyboard. Little dust cover, whatever you want to call it. Nice little decoration for your desk.
Okay.
And, I mean, the famous
star, buddy.
I know.
If you don't know, that's how you know how old you are. The younger crowd don't even know
all
what
my
that
OGs
is.
are going to know about that.
know about the famous
they're going to know about that
the people that got it tatted.
Yeah,
there was.
Tattooed,
It's crazy, too, because there's a lot of people with it tatted on them as from when it first dropped. That was a big thing when it first dropped.
Yeah, tattoos are a big part of our culture, right? So,
very much.
We're here at FullThrottleHouston.com. We're a motorcycle dealership that is starting to do events. We're starting to do some pop-up stuff with the community. We're really excited to work with you guys in the future.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Who are some other names in the industry that have supported you guys, that have really helped you guys find your success?
Man, it honestly, it's a lot of them out there, and I don't want to cut nobody short. For one, my boy over at H-Town United, like you said, you know what I'm saying? He talked about us. He's always been A1 support since day one. You know what I mean? I mean, I met that guy before I even met that guy. So, you know what I'm saying? He was out there showing love before I even knew who he was. My brother would tell you, I told him straight up, hey, who is this cat? You know what I'm saying? Who is this? I don't even know who this dude is. And the same way, man, I don't know, but he's showing love, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit. And like I said, we didn't even know him. We ain't never met him. And for the love to come behind him already with that's one. One of our other local vendors that we, go strong with, HTX Crafts. She does all types of shirts, stickers, tumbler, caps, whatever you need, really. She can make it happen.
And shout out to that boy Eric, Clutch City Clothing.
Yeah, Clutch City Clothing, baby, right here.
With the players only, you know what I'm saying? You know about that one right there.
Yeah, I ran into him at a pop-up we were doing with motorcycles.
Yeah,
with
he's
ESR, Elite Street Riders. So it was really cool to have him out there. I love how he always has like something interactive, like basketball hoop,
everything, the game.
The little games
he got
always
everything
got right there.
out there. He always has, a good station set up, and he always got some good merch that's dropping. So if y'all ain't following him, Clutch City Clothing as well.
You guys know it.
My boy over at Crafty With It.
My boy Louis.
You know what I'm saying? My boy Louis at Crafty With It.
Okay.
Got some good wall decor. He can make you cake toppers, all different types of stuff as well. All acrylic signs or whatever you need. Different colorways, whatever you want.
Sweet.
And like I said, there's plenty out there. I don't want to cut nobody short. Respect to everybody. Man, the small business community is real out there, bro.
It is, right? When you're out there sharing each other's stuff.
It's crazy.
I mean, it's so great to get to the events early because, everybody's setting up and it's, quiet, right?
Yep.
And then you're like, you get sit down with yours. You're like, hey, man, you need help setting up your tent? I got you. Everybody helping each other bring stuff from the car. Everybody helping each other. And most people don't ever get to see that part of the events, right?
Oh, no, a lot of people
and tear
don't.
down. The setup and tear down is really where we build those bonds because it's hot outside. We live in Houston, Texas. Most of the time you guys just come one or two people. So you're running back and forth to a truck where you have to park like half a mile away. Yep. You don't get to bring the vehicle in and just start unloading stuff. You got to go a long distance.
I was going to say, sometimes the parking and where we're setting up is two different sides of the field, you know what I mean? And we're a vendor, so like they say, if you work at a retail store, park in the back, scoot to the back, let everybody else park in the front. sometimes that applies to us, and us having to walk out with, like I said, tents, tables, table covers, the material, the product we got, having to walk back and forth with all that, it could play a tiring role in just setting up, you know what I mean? And then plus everything else coming with the whole being there for the day and all that with it. So it could be a headache at times, but I mean, most of the time, very well worth it.
What was a most recent humbling experience that was like, ooh, I learned that business lesson. I'm never going to do that again. Tell me about one of those. I think that's a really good one for new entrepreneurs to realize that it's not so easy. Some things you might think you have a good handle on it, and sometimes you thought you did and something happens. Tell me about one of those learning lessons for your guys' brand.
Well, me, more or less, still learning how to get out of my comfort zone and talking to people. He's trying to get me out of that, trying to get me out of that, and I'm trying to get better at it and feel like I'm getting better, right? But
okay.
That's one thing.
Let's talk about going live, right? Going live. Which one of you guys goes live on the camera?
It's hard to say. So right now we just got the TikTok to where we need to have it.
Okay.
He runs TikTok. I run Instagram. Both the same, under the same roof. Whatever you need me, you could hit him up. You need him, you could hit me up.
Okay.
However, it works out the same way. Camera-wise, to be able to go live and get in front of the camera and whatnot, it'd probably be me. He'll be there.
Yeah.
He's going to be the shadow right behind me. Talking, voice, it'd probably be me.
Right.
And he could tell you, out of his perspective, pop-ups and everything wise, you'd probably hear me talking more. I'd probably be throwing more of the lines out. He's going to be right there to help me reel everybody in. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's going to have its domino effect. I mean, I'm more of the get out there and catch you real quick. You know what I'm saying? And once you're in, hey, we're going to talk you and, get you where we need you to be.
Right,
so,
right.
I mean, more of the talking aspect, I'd probably have to say me.
What's your guys' favorite pop-up to go to?
Oh, man, that's a hard one. One that I've grown to like is the Hip Hop Vintage Flea Market.
Love that one.
And that is the first Sunday.
I love that one with Erica and them. Her team out there is awesome.
Yeah, that is the first Sunday at Bad Astronaut Brewery. Kid-friendly.
Yeah.
Bring the whole family out. Bring your dogs out. Bring your cats out. Whatever. They got everything in there. They got all the games open. All the games are free. So
very cool.
Go in there, have fun, buy what you need. That's one that I've grown to like a lot. Plenty of vendors.
Got it.
You're gonna have plenty of vendors. They got the break dancing. They got everything going on. So it's a whole movie for it. Another one probably with the Happy Hour.
Happy Hour. Okay, I've never even heard of that one. So I'm gonna have to definitely check that out.
They do some good ones. They do theirs either at the Post Houston or at the Art Wall down on Harrisburg. The buildings on Harrisburg.
Okay.
So those are real good ones too that I've learned to grow into and like on those parts. Okay. Another one, homie, at Hidden Garden, where I first met my boy H-Town United at. Okay. He always hosts good pop-ups too. He's a taco truck, and he has a nice little space. He'll invite vendors out there. That day he had the fight out there actually, so vendors, we had the fight. He has his food out there. Had a couple cars show up, just a whole vibe, really. I mean,
awesome.
More of the small business owners that like to show love on the other small business owners. And
got it.
Get everybody out there.
Okay. Man, what do you guys have to say to your guys' supporters out there, and how do they get a hold of you guys?
Man, I mean, first and foremost, thank you. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you guys.
Yeah. We really wouldn't have been where we're at today if it wasn't for y'all, you know what I mean? And I mean, y'all want to get at us, Drip City Rugz with the Z, Drip_City_Rugz with the Z at the end. That's on TikTok, that's on Facebook, and that's on Instagram. Top two for sure, TikTok and Instagram. Facebook just kind of floats around. It is there. Y'all more than welcome to comment, go in, message, whatever. But for sure, TikTok and Instagram. Y'all ever need any work, y'all can hit us up. We have a couple of the guidelines for what y'all need to get more or less a quote on what y'all want on the Instagram page. And I mean, whatever y'all need, y'all can hit us up, on there.
Awesome.
We do shipping, whatever you need. If you're out of state, don't worry. We'll get it shipped out to you.
Yep.
Man, that's fantastic. You guys are reaching nationwide, actually worldwide now, right?
So, hey,
perfect.
That's the goal. That's what we're trying to head to.
Trying to get to everybody's house.
There you go.
Sir.
There you go.
Yes,
Putting Houston more on the map.
Oh yeah, for
more
sure.
on the map. Huge H-Town.
Sure. Yep.
All right, guys. We want to say thanks to you guys for coming out here to be on the podcast with us here at FullThrottleHouston.com. Really excited to be partnered with you guys and look forward to hosting some events with y'all.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for coming. And guys, thanks for watching here at FullThrottleHouston.com.
Yes, sir. Thank you.